Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect, episode 174, live from the community stage at Cubed 2023. Today's date is October 7th, and I am Duds, or Duds Versus, known to the rest of the interwebs.
And I'm Carl.
Did you forget your own name?
No, I just realised that's on a different screen. I'm Carl, and this is episode 174. With us is not Decoy, because he is unfortunately having some technical issues at the moment, but we do have LivAwesome and LEONÉ from channel 64, but he's in spirit today, in spirit.
Yes. The technical issues, of course, are just
of course
nuts.
It's a live production.
Before we're recording.
It's a live production. What do we expect?
Wouldn't be one without them.
Exactly.
Without the technical difficulties.
So I think the first thing we were gonna talk about is the mob vote. So Duds, do you want to read out the mobs and what they do and everything while I go and grab an iPad? Cheers.
Well, you say mob vote, but that's not what the report says, or the script. We had recent interesting news was the first segment. Oh, he just straight up left me. Okay.
I mean, I would say that the mob vote is pretty interesting news.
Yeah, but we have like 120.2 released, the new Minecraft wiki, the date for Minecraft Live. Those are all news segments.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, Carl. Oh, that sounded really wrong.
Done?
Yeah. Okay, mob vote. We have the crab, which is going to live in a mangrove swamp. The crab claw will allow players to place blocks further away. And I have seen some people say, well, it's going to climb the side of blocks. I'm kind of not on that boat. I think it'll climb the side of mangrove roots, because that's what it looked like in the video, but maybe I'm wrong. We have the armadillo, which is going to live in warm places like the savannah. I think Badlands is also another place. I don't know if it's going to be desert or not, but it's going to drop a scoot like turtles, and then you can use that scoot to make wolf armor, which is nice. We can protect our doggos now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, you have the penguin, which is going to live in stony shores biomes. They are very clumsy on land, elegant in water, and they're going to help your boat travel faster.
Nice. I'm back.
I could tell.
Back.
Carl, our script says news first.
I couldn't.
And you skipped to like the fifth thing.
I couldn't see the spreadsheet. I realized the screen. I only have one screen, and the screen I'm recording the live stream for YouTube on is the same screen that has my notes on, so I had to go get an iPad to put the notes on.
I've told you how many times to get a second monitor?
40, 50.
Yeah, I don't need one of those.
Not enough.
It's all good. It's all good. So, the crab. Should we start with the crab?
Yeah.
Crab claws allow players to place blocks further away.
Yeah.
It depends how they come across that. Is it going to be something you have to hold? Is it going to be...
So...
I guess it's not going to be an enchantment, so... Bit weird.
I'm going to take a very literal route on this mob vote, because that's what's happened in the last couple votes. With the sniffer, they're like, we're going to give you 2 ancient things, and everyone assumed we'd get more plants later on. That didn't happen. We got the torch flower. We're like, oh, it's going to emit light. That didn't happen. We literally just got 2 plants and a land shamu.
Yeah.
So the fact that they said place blocks and not break blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that alone means I'm not voting crab.
I misplace blocks all the time, so that is going to be a problem.
Yeah. As a controller player, that's horrible. 2, I just learned how to use scaffolding. So
this is true. For ages, he would not use it. No matter how much we told him, he wouldn't use it.
Well, they changed the light level, so I don't build on half slabs anymore.
Fair, fair.
So there's that. I mean, imagine placing a block and then having to do more scaffolding to get up and break it.
Mm-hmm.
I never
then-
even considered that. That makes total sense. Because, yeah, like you said, I'm a total klutz. I misplace blocks all the time, so I can only imagine placing one with a long reach. And then having to break it, I'd have
Exactly.
to... Yeah, that sounds annoying.
Very.
And we don't know if the claw is taking an inventory spot or not. And inventory is already such a problem.
Yeah.
I kind of assumed it would be something that you would place in your offhand or something like that.
Yeah. I am assuming you remember when you were a kid and you got that stick with the animal head on top and you pulled the trigger and the jaw went up and down? That's what I assume this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that even takes up an offhand slot. So if you use your offhand for food or for a shield,
Totems.
totems even, that gets really frustrating. It would
Exactly.
like I think
Yeah.
what would be great is if they added some sort of curios slot, like in the curios mod or the trinkets mod, where you have a separate like artifact slot
Okay.
to use with, if that makes sense. So
Mhm.
it doesn't take up your. I guess that doesn't make sense on the model. Because
It's
then you'll
Minecraft, it
just
doesn't have to.
something-
It's
th-
true.
There's just something sticking out of the player. But I don't
You just
know,
have an
something like that would-
extendable arm on your chest.
Yes. I just mean like something like the spyglass, or those things that take up space in your inventory that
Mhm.
aren't stackable
Mm.
could maybe go into like a curios slot, something separate to the main inventory.
Oh, an inventory update. That'd be nice.
I
That'd
did
be
try
nice.
a data pack that had specific slots where you could shift and scroll wheel. And you had like 5 items in that one slot. So you could scroll through. And it was okay. It was cumbersome to learn. But I think players who learn it fast would really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, that's updating an entire inventory system to make use of one item.
Yeah, and
Or
that they
4 or
can't
5.
they can't put that in a flashy video and sell plushies of it, so that ain't gonna happen.
Hey, you can sell the crab claw toy that I was talking about. Put the
true.
claw on a stick.
Yes, that is true. On the stick. On the
I
stick.
would
I'd
like
buy it.
I'd like 2% of sales.
My other question is how do we obtain said crab claw? Are we going to have to kill the cute little crabs?
Smash
the
it with a
crab
rock.
I guess so.
Smash it with a rock.
Looked like I think if I remember correctly, there are certain species of crabs that naturally shed claws.
There are.
But it also, the way they put it in the video is it made it look like you just find them. So maybe they just appear. Like, maybe it's somewhat like archaeology, and you just find them in the
Ooh.
mud. Or maybe they just occasionally drop off from a
Suspicious
crab after
mud.
a while.
And
Perhaps
just-
like a goat horn. Maybe,
or like
maybe if
Oh,
it
yeah.
pinches you,
chickens
it'll
laying
shed.
eggs or something.
Oh, gosh.
They just
I
lay
can see
them.
the farms now.
The goat horn thing makes sense. So, like, if a crab were to come try to chomp you and you had a shield out, maybe the claw would fall out if you blocked the chomp.
Yeah.
That would make sense, yeah.
That'd be cool.
That being said, I will say I don't like mangrove swamp getting crabs.
I was gonna say, like, that's just been a new thing. Do we need to add something to it already?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
That being said, there are crabs that live in marshes and swamps and stuff. As being from Florida, that's where we would go crabbing, is swamps and marshes and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you see crabs, you immediately picture the red one from Little Mermaid on a beach in a tropical area somewhere.
True.
So-
Right.
Yeah.
Mojang's been really creative with the biome placements
Mhm.
recently. They have they avert expectations where they're like, technically it's true, but
Yeah.
at the same time it's not what you were expecting.
Yeah, I wanted crab rave. Let's just throw it out there. Copyrights.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if the crab gets implemented, they have to have a feature similar to the parrots where they dance
Yes,
to a music disc.
100%.
Yes.
If that's not a
I hope
thing,
that's a
I don't
thing.
want them.
That would be the cutest thing in the world, and I would lose it. I'd immediately spend the first day crabs got put in the game just hunting down as many crabs as I could to get them to have a dance party.
Imagine if they did, if you put a jukebox next to it and they introduced a new music disc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yes! Because they have been the last like 3 or 4 updates. We need like a tropical themed music disc.
And they dance to it.
Imagine like Island House. Yeah. It's just this beat song. I think that'll be so cute though.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. The crab's design is very cute in my opinion.
I was gonna say I do like the look of the crab from the little bit. Like we have this little 2D pixeled version, and then we have people converting it into the 3D what it could look like in Minecraft. So there's interpretations, but the color shadings look cool. The shape's awesome. I agree. I like it.
Definitely looks good.
Yeah.
What about the armadillo?
I really like the armadillo. I speaking of designs, I really like the design that they like. It's like a giant block with a head and a tail, and the way it like roly-polies itself. It's still a giant block. It reminds me of a shulker, actually.
Yeah,
like having that box form.
True.
I will be happy as long as it roly-polies.
Yes,
as long as it roly-polies in game.
And I think this is also another mob that like drops it drops a scoot. So
correct.
Again, I wonder how it's going to do that. Is it going to be like a turtle where it grows up and it sheds it? Is it just going to occasionally drop it? I don't actually know like the anatomy or the biology behind a armadillo, so I don't know how that would logically work.
Yeah, I should have done some more research on how armadillos work because I don't know either.
But pet armor sounds amazing.
People have wanted that for years.
But it's specifically wolf armor.
True.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cat girly, so I was a little disappointed to see all of this. That there's no mention of anything for cats. So, but I guess cats don't need armor.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we got a large cat update relatively recently ago, and everyone was like, "Well, what about dogs?" And they're like, "Yeah, what about them?" And forget about that. So now we're getting some customization for our wolves, which is cool. And a lot of people do have wolves, like follow them around everywhere in combat and stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think the wolf AI needs a little work though, because unless that armor is really, really good,
they're still gonna run into lava.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but I think having the wolf armor though might sway it for the audiences to vote for it though, because I think people really want that.
I do feel the functionality is more gamer player friendly than all the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if you could add trims to it. I think that would be really cool if you could go one step further with customization. But also something to note is what would the armor even look like? We only saw what the scoot looked like. What would the armor itself look like? Would there be multiple pieces? Would it be a single shell, like a single
Would it be dyeable?
Piece of armor? Yeah. Could the collar color affect what the armor looks like? Like a llama carpet?
That'd be kind of cool.
These are all things I want, but I'm going back to they didn't tell us that. So I'm going to say you're not going to be able to dye it. You can't put trims on it.
To be fair, they never tell us anything. That's the problem with the mob vote.
Right. I mean, it's obviously they have these features thought out, and they have to be at least somewhat functional to announce them like this.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not fully thought out and developed yet, and they're kind of waiting to see which one gets voted in to do the full development cycle with it. But having a little bit more info would be nice.
As always.
Yeah.
Because I definitely think if people find out you can't armor trim or you can't dye it, that would sway some votes.
Yeah, that's true.
Now watch this be the update where they like shatter that out of the park and they just throw everything. They're gonna throw a curveball at us.
That happens to me every time.
So what do we think of the penguin then?
The penguin, in my opinion, seems to be the least exciting out of the other two. But at the same time, the fact that it's a penguin.
One of the most requested animals.
that the mob itself is something that's been wanted for a long time. In fact, I think even like a Mojang developer too has been talking about how much they've wanted penguins forever. And I've had that in my mind. I also have wanted penguins. So just the fact that it's a penguin, it doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to have any special trait. It just needs to exist.
Yeah. I think the cuteness of the penguin will definitely make it a top. They're all pretty good, like, models. Like the crab, the armadillo, and the penguin. They're all, good creatures from a design point of view. Like, they could all be quite cute in their kind of like design and everything. So I think based on like looks and stuff, I think it could be any of them. But functionality wise, I think the penguin kind of has the least because it's basically what dolphins do, make you go faster in the water.
True.
Well, and let's not forget, the second you get an elytra, you're not traveling by boat.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I heard something pretty cool. But again, like you said, we can't speculate. But they mentioned how it makes your boats go faster. Well, what happens when you go to the Nether and you have an ice boat track? I've been in so many Nether hubs that have ice boat tracks in them. Mm-hmm. So what happens when you pair that up with a penguin? Will that still affect the ice?
This is exactly what I wanted to happen brought up. So we have an ice boat path in Channel 64, right?
Is that to the desert?
Yeah, that's to the mining desert.
I haven't been at that one yet, but I've heard of it.
I helped Tarek make it. And if you have two people in the Nether not on that ice path together, it lags and glitches you out.
Oh.
And I get stuck in the ice. So I can only imagine going even faster down one of those ice paths. Probably aren't good. Probably isn't good. That's better English.
Duds do words.
Yeah, duds do words hard.
English hard. English very hard.
Exactly. So that was my big fear, is that if it is, because I got a feeling it's only going to make boats faster in the water. Because if you think about it, it's probably only going to affect the player. And when a player sits in a boat, technically they're sitting in water. It drops you down below that water line a little bit.
Yeah.
So if it is actually technically affecting the boat, and you can put it on an ice path and you go even faster than you do on packed ice and blue ice, how are servers going to be able to hold up? Just saying.
Very true.
Yeah, that's true. I really, really like penguins. Okay, I genuinely like when I saw the penguins. I did a little squeal. I was so excited, and I mean, it's not just an emperor penguin. It's some form of crested penguin. So it's like very interesting with this, and the design is going to be very cool. And I think all three mobs really fit into the Minecraft vibe. They're all like kind of quirky, weird little guys that I think will work in Minecraft. But yeah, the whole making the boats faster thing doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Like we've discussed now, I don't think it's going to be very useful in the long game. Mm-hmm. But I mean, again, it is a case of like adding penguins for penguins is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you in the fact that I think this is the best mob vote they've had so far. I know if people are just going to go, oh, well, and I have to do it because these are cutesy little animals that fit well into the game, but I'm no longer looking at functionality for my mob vote. The LA kind of killed that for me. The AI in the LA is just so bad. Like, they are real dumb. So now I'm focused on just like cool, cute mobs, and I'm voting penguin because they are cool in the fact that they're penguins and they're clumsy, and I would love to go to the ice spikes just to look at that mob. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm voting penguin. I know it's the least functional out of all of them, and is probably going to be voted out first from every vote I've seen.
Yeah, they all seem to
penguins for the win.
Going that way.
No, I personally really like the penguin. I think they're very cute. But I wouldn't mind the other two. It's just penguins.
Every mob vote that I've ever been a part of, there's always been one that I am like, yes, I am going to vote for this mob. No questions asked. But this is the first mob vote in like 3-4 years where I have been indecisive. I cannot make up my mind. All three, I'm like, I actually had a list where I wrote down a bunch of things that I hoped someday would come into Minecraft. One of those was crabs. Crabs is there's the opportunity to get crabs. But dog armor, that sounds really cool too. And then penguins, they're penguins. How can you say no to penguins? So I'm really indecisive. But like you said, I've never been a fan much of the functionality. I'm more into the cute looks. What can I have as a pet? What would I want to have as my little buddy? Probably a penguin. But at the same time, I'd be happy if any of these mobs got in. I'm looking forward to having a little dance party on the beach with crabs, even if they don't dance. I'm looking forward to finding an armadillo and stealing its skin for my dog. And I'm looking forward to swimming with a penguin, maybe making an aquarium for it, going on adventures with it. I'm happy with whatever.
If they slide on their bellies, I'll lose it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I will squeal.
Imagine.
Yeah, I definitely think the functionality, honestly, if I had my way, there would be no more mob vote, because I think it really does divide community, and someone's going to get let down.
Yeah, you know what I miss, though? I don't actually think I was ever a part of... I wasn't playing Minecraft when they did the biome votes.
Right.
I kind of wish they would go back to doing those.
Yeah, agreed.
Even though it'd probably be the same, it'd be similar to the mob vote. I think we'd have a better chance at getting a lot more features. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but I feel like they might be a bit more easier to implement.
Don't say that. Don't say that. We get told off developers all the time for saying everything's easy.
Yeah, I don't mean easy. I just mean in comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I miss something that I never experienced, the biome votes.
Well, I will say, when the biome vote happened, it was the first time they said, hey, we're not ditching all the other ones. We're just gonna update them in this order. So all the other updates will come. I guess we kind of got that with swamps and getting the mangrove swamp.
It just took like several years.
Like Aerington's saying in chat, we haven't got a desert update in a while.
Yeah, and I think there was a savanna update needed.
Yeah, the savanna was the one I voted for, because I love savannas.
It is nice. And that's where your armadillo
and there
is.
was like ostriches and meerkats and...
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds, yeah. And then, what was the big bird thingy? The vulture! Isn't that one that's supposed to show up at some point?
I think that was part of a mob vote. Maybe it
was
a biome vote. I can't remember.
I personally really love rhinos. Like I was sitting there thinking,
that would
like
be a fun
the
one.
Big, the big famous African animals, and which one would, and like your typical savanna animals, and which one would actually fit really well into Minecraft. I think a rhino would be great. It's endangered and it's funky looking. It'll be great for Minecraft. But yeah, I don't know. I would like a rhino.
Be very cool.
I would too.
Yeah. Just do all the mobs. Do all the mobs.
I don't think they would implement the rhino though because of the poaching problem.
Yeah, probably.
Because people on Minecraft would just go out of the way to kill
true.
rhinos.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true.
And it's... I'm with you, like, rhinos are amazing. They need to be protected. But in the video game, there's going to be some cruel people that take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man. Man.
So, who we voting for then? Duds has got... Which one were you, Duds?
I'm going with the penguin.
Okay.
He's too cute not to.
I think I'm going towards crab. I don't really do pets in Minecraft, so I don't care about pet armor, really. So, crab for me. What about you two?
I'm still indecisive. I don't know, but I think I'm leaning towards the penguin.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm on penguins, definitely.
Yes!
I love penguins.
3 against
Take that,
1.
Carl.
So cute.
As the producer of this show, we're done.
They better slide on their stomachs.
So the mob vote opens at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on October 13th and closes at 1:15 Eastern on October 15th. The winners will be announced during Minecraft Live, which starts at 1 p.m. on October 15th. And you can vote via the in-game server on Bedrock, Minecraft.net, and via the Minecraft launcher. As I said, Minecraft Live is the 15th of October, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. UK time. And we will have another live episode for you from the Withering Effects server, which we broadcast on our YouTube channel at the very same time as this one that we're doing here from Cube, from our brand new studio that I just showed Duds before we started recording here at Cubed, and it's going to be epic, so make sure you check that out.
I was going to say, the fact that you said live from the Withering Effect server, for people who don't know, we do have a server you can join.
We do indeed.
That's relatively new in the Withering Effect.
I don't think we've mentioned it on an episode yet. I think it launched between last episode and this episode, didn't it?
It did. It did. And a lot of people have been stopping by and playing on it, so that's very cool.
They have, so that's very, very cool.
Before we move on talking about Minecraft Live, here's Jimbo with a reminder of how you can get a discount on your own Minecraft server from Bisect Hosting.
You can get a discount on your own Minecraft server through our partnership with Bisect Hosting, offering our community 25% off any game server for their first month. This is for new clients only. Visit bisecthosting.com/TWE and use the code TWE at checkout to receive the discount.
So, what are we expecting from Minecraft Live then, guys? What is your 1.21 update? Because we all know what mine is.
Is this like hopes, or is this like what we think it's gonna be? What we
Both.
want it to be, or what it's likely gonna be?
Yeah, give both.
Ooh.
Give us your hope, and then give us your bet. If you had to place money on what it was going to be, and then what you hope it is.
I have a hunch that it is, well, okay. Did you all see the really convincing quote unquote leak that came out like after the crab was announced, or actually it may have been right before the crab was announced?
It was right before the crab announced.
Yeah, and
I
it
did
said that
see
there
it.
was gonna be a seagull as a
And a
mob boat
jellyfish,
and a
yeah.
jellyfish. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was convinced that was legit, and I was really excited. I thought, are we gonna get a beach update? Because that is another thing that I've really wanted for a long time, like
Palm trees,
seashells and palm trees and all that stuff sounds really cool. We've gotten an ocean update, but a beach update would be super cool. That's kind of one that I want. And then also an end update.
Yeah.
I feel like
Woo!
not like the end, but like
Oh.
I've always thought it'd be cool if there was like an end oasis. You know, we've got end islands. Hey, there we go, beach, an end beach. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have not a total like nether update sized update, but like adding a little bit more extra exciting things.
Could you imagine if the water and the end were just different potions?
I think
Bruh,
we
that'd
talked
be
about that
insane.
once. Like have
We
black
did?
water that was like potions.
It's all regen. It's all
Yeah.
regeneration. There's so much in the ships. Yeah, I think those would be the ones that I want, but the ones that I think are more likely is probably previous vote update, like we were talking before, like
Yeah,
the
the biome.
savannah or the desert, a biome update. I think that's more likely. I don't know. I'm really excited though. I think I'd be happy with whatever they announce.
What about you, Leonée?
I'm pretty much on the same page there. I'd most likely just be happy with whatever they announce. My hopes, I really want something to do with the inventory. I want something to fix
Yes.
the inventory situation.
Please.
That is my dream. You can give me anything from end updates to beaches. Just give me something to sort my inventory a little bit better, please. Because as exploring is one of my favorite things to do, but there's too much stuff to collect at once, especially early game. Like there's way too much stuff to collect at once, and early game storage solutions aren't the best right now, and inventory solutions not the best right now. So I think that would be great. That's what I want. What I'm expecting is a sort of specific biome update. That'll
Bird forest.
Yeah, I'm hoping for birch. I'm hoping for forest. I'm hoping for some kind of forest update, but I'll be
Bring
happy
back
with something like a beach
fireflies.
as well.
Yes, fireflies.
I mean, I think like deer or something would be very cute, or like woodpeckers.
I would love deer.
Woodpeckers
Mushrooms.
would be adorable.
That would be so cute, and like mushrooms growing on trees and stuff. That would be cute.
That would be nice. That would be really good.
Yeah, mushrooms on. If you could put mushrooms on walls or trees, the decorative value that could bring to a build would be amazing.
Yeah.
True. I think that's what Mojang has actually been doing the last couple updates, is they've been gearing more towards like plants and decorations. I've noticed that quite a bit, like with the new flowers from the sniffer, glow lichen, the spore
pots.
blossom, pots, yeah.
And the glowberries, yeah. I mean,
Lots
I'd
of
be
nice
100%.
plants.
I'd be 100% happy with more plants. I've always wanted another cactus in the game, like a small, like a flowering cactus, or some kind of smaller succulent in the game. Because the cacti are cute when they're in the little pot form, but they're quite big outside of that. So, like, I think a small cactus could also be quite nice. And then shells. I want seashells. I think it would have been
Same.
cute if the crabs were like hermit crabs and the hermit crabs dropped decorative shells. That would have been very cool.
Yeah.
But it's not the case.
Or if you had a nautilus shell, you could give it to the crab and it would crawl in there.
So cute.
Mind's blown.
Yeah, I
would
can't explain
die.
why. I don't know what effect they would have. Yeah, I want seashells. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they're just inanimate objects. I don't care if they're the next worthless item in Minecraft. I want seashells. I don't know why. They're just neat.
They're neat.
Like
they're
it.
pretty. They're cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with things not having a function as long as it's cute.
Yeah. Also, Leonée, you mentioned cacti or little cactus-like plants. I think that was something that was in a previous biome update.
Yes,
I think
the
it
desert.
was the Badlands. I think it was the Badlands. With the vulture and maybe tumbleweed. I can't say for sure, but I do remember in the little video they had, there was like a cactus with a little flower on it. That looks so cool. I agree. Little cacti would be amazing.
Mhm.
And there might be a chance that we get it if I'm remembering correctly. That could be a thing one day, maybe. Fingers crossed.
One day.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Hey, if that's 121, we'll all be happy.
Gosh, I can't believe it's already 121.
I know, right?
It feels like it was just 1.16.
Like 5
Wasn't the
minutes
Nether
ago.
update just last update?
Oh, the Never update. My favourite update ever. And
That was exciting.
as Duds asked me, we all know what I want. I want a Never
Yeah.
style end update, and I want it last year.
Oh.
I want everything. I want new mobs, new entries, new blocks, new mobs,
Structures.
everything. Structures,
Structures.
everything. I just want the end.
Give me more loot. Give me more loot.
Give me the end update.
I want more treasure-like updates, like what they did with the pottery sherds.
Mhm.
Little rewards that you can get to say, I did this. Like trims, things that you could put on a shelf and say, I got that. I conquered that
I
exploration.
want shelves.
And here's what I have to show for it.
Shelves.
Shelves.
Enough.
That'd be so cool. Or I think it'd be cool if we got little jars that we could like put flowers in, or
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know, stuff to show off.
Yeah. Absolutely. With the chiseled bookshelves, I think that's a step in the direction where we could get something like actual shelves. They've obviously been in modded for a long time. So it's all about getting it to work with Bedrock, because Bedrock isn't as, I want to say, versatile as Java when it comes to the modding world. It can be done. There's just no doubt in that. It's just getting the right people to code and get it to work for like your cell phone, your tablet, your console. Yeah, that's where Bedrock runs into problems.
Pocket edition too. Like, I believe that was the reason why we never fully got the bundle, was because they couldn't figure out how to implement it into
Oh, touchscreen.
Pocket
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duds loves
Which
the bundle.
is sad.
Stupid.
Yeah.
bundle.
Yes. I was thinking recently how handy that would be for building, because I end up with like putting like 4 different kinds of flowers, and I only use them like twice in the whole build, but I still use them, and they're a pain in the butt because they take up so much space, even though it's just one single item. So, and we do have that on channel 64, don't we? So I
Yeah,
don't know
we
why I
have
haven't
bundles.
been using it.
Wait, we have what?
Yeah, I'm pretty
We
sure we
have
have
bundles?
access to bundles.
I kind of
wait,
forgot
I
about
missed
that.
this completely.
Yes, Loki
Yeah.
is in chat. It confirmed we have bundles on channel 64.
They could just build bundles into the inventory screen, though. Like when you put flowers in, they could just group them together in one slot.
Mm-hmm. I've also believed wandering traders should be able to trade you bundles.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just because it's a way to allow new players know that they're out there.
I've just noticed that our cubed moderator is also on Team Penguin, so now it's 4 against 1.
Mhm.
Nice.
Take that, Carl.
Well, isn't our moderator also named Carl?
Yep.
Which Carl?
Yep.
You know what Carl I'm referring to, Carl.
Everyone named Carl.
Love it.
All
Love
the
it.
Carls.
All the Carls. So people are saying achievement banners would be cool for like different things. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like collect them and put them up on your wall of all the different things you've done in Minecraft. That'd be really cool. You kind of do that already, like when you get the banner from the end when you've conquered an end city. You take those down, use them in your base.
I've got an
as well.
ominous banner in my base already.
Yeah, more of those.
I hate the ominous banners because I get so many of them.
Mhm.
They're
very
a little
ugly.
annoying. I mean, I like the
Ugly.
ominous banner over the end banner. I think the end banner is
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
that's
ugly.
true.
And I think you can create the end banner. I think it'd be cool if they were like unique, like the banner patterns. Like like the piglin one, the snout that you get in the Bastion.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we had more banner patterns, kind of like the trims, where you can only find them in certain loot chests.
That would be very cool.
I don't know if I would hang them up in my base, but I would certainly use them as like decoration.
For sure.
Very cool. Very cool.
Carl, we got what you hoped for, boy. What do you think we're gonna get? Biome update.
More of the same, I think.
Mm-hmm.
More of what we got last
Yeah,
year, unfortunately.
yeah, I'm also thinking, yeah. It's going
Do
to
you
be, yeah.
That brought the tone
Small
down, didn't it?
Do you think it's going to be another for Minecraft Live? Do you think they're going to give us a small announcement with more things to come in the future? Kind of like saving the big stuff for later, but just giving us a taste? Or do you think they're gonna try and go all out this year and show us everything?
I feel like whichever way they do it, people are going to be angry.
Yes.
That is true.
If they give,
That is true.
if they
That's
tell
a
us,
sad true statement.
yeah, if they tell us everything, then we're going to be disappointed when they end up cutting stuff. And then if they tell us nothing, we're going to be like, "Is that it? What are you doing?" So they can't
Yeah.
really win. But I think they're going to do the same as they did last year. I think they're going to give us
Agreed.
5 or 6 little things from an update and then go, the rest of it's TBC.
Yeah, that's what I hope they do.
Yeah.
There'll be a little big thing, like if that makes sense. It'll be like 5 or 6 small things and then one larger thing. And then if they can get to other stuff, I think we'll get more stuff released. But yeah, I don't think it'll be all small.
They might do something in between. They might not spend...
Yeah.
They used to spend about, 15 minutes, 20 minutes on the update?
Mm-hmm.
And last year they spent about 5.
Yeah.
They might do something in the middle, like a 10-minute thing, like just going over maybe the concept of the update, and then some of the things that are coming, and then go, the rest of it is coming in the snapshots.
Yeah.
I think kind of a balance between those two is probably where they want to aim for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like that.
that was one of my problems with the previous Minecraft Live is most of it was spent on not Minecraft.
Like Minecraft Dungeons. It kind of, I don't want to say it bugs me, but I get a little annoyed at how much spotlight they give to their side games when we all know that everyone is there for Minecraft. Maybe a few people are there, but have any of you actually played like the side games before? Like Dungeons or Legends?
I love dungeons.
No, they're not available for Mac.
I know Channel 64 Channel 64 people have played Dungeons a lot. I haven't yet. But Legends is still completely new to me. I've not even seen any content on it.
Yeah, I've seen maybe one video of Legends, and I wasn't impressed with it. But Dungeons, one of our listeners gave Jimbo and I a code so we could test out the beta. And we did it on a stream, fell in love with the game, and we both bought Dungeons. I ended up buying it for my Nintendo Switch, which is awesome because it is a great little handheld game. Like, if you're trying to waste some time waiting on something and you've got a Switch with you,
Yeah.
Dungeons is perfect. But yeah, Legends, not really. I do agree, though, we're mostly here for the update. I'd like some more of the update.
And maybe
Yeah.
a little less block bench would be nice.
Yeah, it seems like every
Just
live
a tad.
we get 30 minutes of
Yeah.
block bench.
Just a
I
tad.
mean, I actually have started using Blockbench this last year, so I don't really remember what they've showed off in the past, but it might be interesting. I don't know. I actually use it now, so I might understand what they're talking about.
How far have you got with it? Have you been like making like models and stuff, or because I'm interested about it, but I just don't want to sit through it when I'm trying to see my end update, you know?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the point of like making like mobs or anything, but I've been making models like hats and stuff, and it's really fun. There's a lot of how do I say this? It's a challenge, and I make a lot of mistakes. That's just me. But once you figure out what you're doing, you can have a blast with it. Implementing it into the game is pretty hard, though. It helps to know people who actually know how to use it. But yeah, I like it. I like Blockbench. It's fun.
Yeah, I tried to learn Blockbench. The problem is, I did a lot of 3D AutoCAD, and so me 3D modeling, my brain works differently. So Blockbench was really hard to learn, and like you said, implementing it into the game, I've never once got it to work correctly.
Yeah.
And now they've changed how resource packs work. Because I was talking with Jess about that. I've been trying for like the last month to get golden carrots to look like tacos when I name them tacos, and I cannot get a resource pack to work. Period.
Oh.
I have no clue what I'm doing wrong, and they're like, "Oh well, yeah, this changed," and it's like, what?
You and your tacos.
I know, right? That's tacos.
If anyone gets a taco as a reaction from Duds, that's a good thing, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, Loki's saying I'm forgetting the texture atlas. What the heck is a texture atlas?
I honestly don't know much about Blockbench, so I can't help there.
Carl, what's next?
Well, we've been given the green light to carry on, so that's good. So, do you want to... Should we have a look at the poll from last episode?
Yeah.
So, last episode, we did a special where we were talking about a Minecraft cookbook, and we asked on our Spotify and our YouTube polls what flavour people think the Minecraft cake is, because that was a debate during the episode. And on YouTube, we've got 89% of people saying vanilla, with 11% saying strawberry. And then on Spotify, it was 55% vanilla, 23% carrot, 18% strawberry, and 5% chocolate. So pretty definitive there. It's definitely a vanilla cake.
Should be carrot cake.
Carrot cake would be cool.
Yeah. Except there's no carrots in the recipe.
We can put it in there.
I'd love more cakes. I'd love more cakes.
Different
I'd love
cakes.
more
that'd
food
be so
options.
cool.
A bakery shop with like all like a different cake a cake from the Never, a cake from the End, a cake from the Deep Dark. Just all these.
There
cakes.
you go.
Ooh.
The cake update.
Hey,
The cake update.
I don't think we need any more food in the game, but I want more food in the game.
Yes,
I
it's not a case of we don't need it, but we want it.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely.
I've actually been considering toying around with the there's a mod out there. What is it called?
Farmer's Delight or Croptopia?
Yeah, Farmer's Delight.
Yeah, Farmer's Delight is a great mod.
It looks so fun. Yeah, I want food. I don't need it, but I want it because it's fun.
The thing about like Farmer's Delight is like certain, like if you make those big recipes, first of all, they give you like a ton of saturation, and second, they give you buffs.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the different foods, they have in Farmer's Delight, they have new buffs, but some of it will give you regeneration, some of it will give you a higher saturation, or like like an anti-hunger effect where you don't get hungry for a long period of time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I think
Big cool.
So I think if they added, they can add, maybe some new crops that we can use with already existing food to make new food, and then use said new food in ways that might benefit in combat or while exploring, something kind of like the suspicious stew.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that like this is what Minecraft should do?
Yes, I think that's something that Minecraft could do,
Yeah, that would be fun.
but I don't know how likely that is.
I'm just realizing I didn't say what I think 121 is going to be.
Oh,
Oh,
duds.
what do you think 121 is going to be, Duds?
Well, what I want is the same as LEONÉ. I want inventory. Get that fixed. I've tried figuring out ways to make inventory better, and I can't think of a way. So I know how hard that is. But what I think we're gonna get, I'm differing from all you people, and I'm saying it's gonna be the combat update.
You're right. That's been in the works for like years, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
In one of the snapshots, they did an update to the shields. So now the shield moves with the player's head. And now we're getting armor for our doggos.
Potentially.
We're getting a claw. Yeah, potentially. We're getting a claw that can let you place blocks further away. From everything I've seen in Minecraft combat, PvP stuff, placing blocks to protect yourself is a big thing. So
I really liked what they were doing with the combat update. When we saw the combat snapshots, I was really excited for what they were doing, and then it just went quiet.
Yes.
Once it got passed from Jeb to Uroth, and then it just went silent. So yeah, I'd be up for the combat update coming back. Awesome, that would be great. And as Aerington's saying in chat, what's happening with the fletching table?
That's true.
Poor fletching table.
Yeah, that table gets no love, and by no love I mean it gets all the love because people want it updated.
I guess that's kind of combat-y, isn't it? So that would work.
It gives us Fletchers, which take sticks, which give us emeralds. That's what the fletching table does.
And that's all we need.
Yeah.
For a combat update, would they add new weapons or would they add different like fighting mechanics?
Probably fighting mechanics.
I think we saw in the snapshots, yeah, it was fighting mechanics. They brought back the what I call spam swing, that everyone when 1.9 hit just lost their minds over that disappearing, and we're like, I'm never updating past 1.8 because I can't spam click anymore. But they brought that back, but then they also allowed you to do the 1.9 big swing, so you had multiple ways to attack.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, hopefully they work on the trident and it won't stink. So
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the trident riptide effect. That's it. I'm never using it in combat. It is awful. Sucks.
yeah, same with crossbows.
But riptide is amazing.
I don't like how the trident is such a rare and difficult to get item, relatively. And it just barely does any damage. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a very powerful weapon, and yet it just isn't.
Yeah, like, it's really good against guardians and stuff, but it's like, how often are you killing guardians? So it's like kind of a one and done type tool.
Yeah.
Crossbows to me are just absolutely horrid. They take too long to knock an arrow, to fire it for the little bit of damage they do. I get like that's supposed to be the thing. The bow is supposed to be faster, but the crossbow is supposed to hit harder. It still takes like 2-3 shots.
Yeah.
And as someone who's horrible at PvP, I need all the time in the world.
This is true.
Thanks, Carl.
Welcome.
Yeah, I forgot to throw that out there.
Awesome.
Mhm.
What were we doing after that?
What were we talking about again?
Polls. Oh, we did the poll.
Cake.
Cake. That was
Cake.
it. That was it. Cake.
Bakeries.
Bakeries and cake.
Food.
Shall we do create a clash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last episode was the, I'm going to say it wrong again,
I
Alacrity?
think that's it.
Yeah, the Alacrity texture pack. Gorgeous. Lovely texture pack. It changed a lot of model shapes, like the stairs changed. Those were the most impressive. It actually put like beams into the game just by remodeling things. And I kind of expected to get a huge performance hit, and I didn't. It was still relatively easy for my computer to run it, and which is crazy to me, thinking, because there's some texture packs I'll install and I immediately drop to 30 frames. Yeah, I love this texture pack. It's definitely, if you're going to be building, you need to have this texture pack turned on from the beginning. You can't just like, oh, I built this thing, switch to the texture pack and continue building. It really does change the view of the world. So,
Carl.
oh, that Carl. Carl fell off the stage.
Oh no.
Punch him.
Carl.
Oh,
Speak to us, Carl.
Clear.
Must give him our energy.
I want to know how he fell out. Did he misclick?
I'm back.
Did you misclick or did your internet drop?
Thank you to our cubed moderator.
Thank you, Carl, for bringing
You're
Carl
welcome.
back.
Did you misclick or did your internet run out?
I was trying to read chat on my other thing and I clicked on the stage and it disconnected.
That's what
Yeah.
you get.
Not doing that anymore.
Trying to multitask in the middle of a show.
I have so many buttons.
So, you've seen the texture pack, Carl. What do you think?
Some of it is really nice.
Mhm.
And some of it is really busy.
Yeah.
Like when you went into the Nether, and for you guys at home, the replay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The replay for this is up on the Withering Effect YouTube channel, so you can watch where Duds did a stream covering this texture pack. But when you went into the Nether, the lava was just so busy, it gave me a headache.
Yeah. I don't think I stayed very long. Like, I think I went in there and I went, oh, holy cow, this is not good.
Yeah, it wasn't good in there, but some of the stuff, like in the overworld, was really, really, really cool. I'm just looking at the thumbnail for the stream, and the cauldron looks really awesome. It's like a proper round cauldron.
Yes! I forgot about the cauldron.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
I think the brewing stand also looked really cool.
Yeah. There was some great like textures with, I think it was stairs that were like curved as well.
Mm-hmm.
That looked really cool. But yeah, I think in the overworld it makes a lot of sense. I think in the Nether it really doesn't. It needs work in the Nether, and you went to the end with it as well. I think like the blocks were like grey instead of yellow, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right, but I think the overworld is where that texture pack really shines.
Yeah.
I guess we need to do the vote as well that we had recently on Discord. So if we do that, and then we can wrap it up from there.
Yeah. For Creator Clash, the choices we had this time were beams and stuff, so you could detail your builds more. That was actually inspired by Alacrity texture pack. The better bundles, so you could enhance and expand your bundles, and banner bed sheets, which allowed you to create a banner and put it on your bed so you can customize your bed.
And the winner of Creator Clash is, drum roll that I can't play on stream.
Smooth.
Banner bed sheets, yay!
Yeah.
I was surprised at this one. I immediately thought banner or the beams and stuff was gonna win.
Yeah. To be honest, all of them were pretty cool, so I don't really mind
Mhm.
any of them, to be honest. But yeah, banner bed sheets. Oh, I wouldn't mind that at all. Having different,
Mhm.
sheets for your bed from your different, from like, you could put like the end banner on there.
Yeah.
Have a little end themed, room and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that'll be really creative to be able to use. So Duds will stream that at some point, and we'll announce that on Twitter or X, as some reason it's called now, and we'll put the replay up on YouTube as well. But I think we've covered the mob vote, we covered Minecraft Live, we had technical issues, we've had everything today, Duds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's better than last year when I completely messed up the entire intro, and we had to literally restart. So progress.
GG.
Cheers. So do you want to read out our Patreon outro, and we'll
Before I have Carl read us on the exit script, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who are supporting our show. Our milk level patrons are Aerington, Aubni, FragileRock, J-Man, Loki, and the Meme Bug. If you too would like to get access to extra content and exclusive benefits, including our brand new Minecraft server, that's all I'm going to say, please consider joining at patreon.com/The Withering Effect.
If you like this episode, you can share it with your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, follow us and rate us on there as well, so you never miss a future episode. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these helps the show reach more listeners. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Tweet us, or X us. No, don't do that. leave a voice message or join our Discord, where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. That's the kind of thing that would be edited out in a normal episode, but it's staying in now. All the links are in the show notes.
Your outro script's like twice as long as mine.
Yeah, and I'm pressing buttons at the same time, so you're welcome.
Exactly. This show has been brought to you by our digital producer, Carl, and myself. Let's not forget our amazing guest, LEONÉ, was here, and LivAwesome. Thank you guys so much for showing up.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
No worries. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. The amazing music you hear throughout the show, except for if you listen live, was created by the one and only Decoy. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting with us. You should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.